What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So official ends up, well, during the Mook and Rock battle, Mook ended up talking about how official had knowledge of the picture that he put out, that was put out there on Rock when he had his leg cocked open and his mouth open wide like he trying to receive something. He put it on his mama that official had knowledge of the thing and everything, and that she, she knew about the stuff. The official then goes on to say afterwards she don't know what Mook talking about. Mook lied, however. It wasn't true. But people trying to make a big deal out of it. I don't see what the big deal out of it. It's battle rap. Who cares? Whether he was telling the truth or lying. I personally believe he wasn't lying. I believe he was telling the truth. I don't think he gonna lie on his mother about some trash like that we all knowledgeable of anyway. But this remind me of what happened when Rum Nitty came out about it. And he mentioned Miss Hustle. Then when the finger started pointing at Miss Hustle like, hey, what he talking about? Then Miss Hustle like, I don't know what he talking about. I don't have no idea what he talking about. All this new news to me, I don't know what he talking about. He lying. Then everybody looking at Nitty like he lying. Excuse me. Then everybody looking at Nitty like he lying. Nitty like, no, I ain't lying. I'm keeping it real. Like, that's exactly what happened type stuff. As a result of that, then it got overshadowed by it being such so-called fake. And Miss Hustle then owned up to it. Only for her to get into it with Rock and then want to own up to it and admit it and everything again. Threaten to go public and release some recordings on them. Then as a result of that, because her explanation for not wanting to admit it when it was brought up the first time was that her and Rock was under the same battle league company, which is the URL, and she didn't want to create a hostile environment working place between both of them, seeing that Smack was pushing him real hard at that time, and she was cool with Smack, so she didn't want to mess up the bag basically in so many ways, and that's why she stayed out of it and didn't really say nothing when it came up and Rum Nitty brought it out there like that. But she did come out later on to say that it was true and everything, which actually ended up hurting her in the long run because she denied it at first. So then the people like, well, why you lie about it in the first place? So that took away that weight. Then you got Mook who bring it up again, and he take it a step further and go a little bit more graphic in detail, actually with more things surrounding it. Then official talking about the same thing Miss Hustle did. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't know what Mook talking about. When she know exactly what Mook talking about, but she have to say that because she trying to get a battle with Rock, and she feel that if Rock come to win, that she has something to do with putting that out there like that. He ain't gonna want to battle her just like he tried to do with Miss Hustle. Y'all remember he just recently tried to do that with Miss Hustle. Talking about, oh, yeah, I ain't battling you. I don't want to battle you. I don't want to do nothing with you. You can't produce that. I ain't battling you. I'm tired of this stuff. I'm not going to give you a bag. So I think that's what official doing. So if Mook brought her name up without her knowledge and she was not aware that Mook would end up bringing her up, so she feel like Mook putting her on blast. So on her defense, she denied what Mook is saying because she don't want to mess up her bag and potential battle that she can have with Rock. So she like, man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. And I ain't finna mess up my bag with Rock that he trying to get me to do on the next go around. So guess what? I don't know what she talking about. I mean, I don't know what Mook talking about. I don't know what he talking about because that ain't true. That never happened with me. So I think she just throwing it under the rug just like Miss Hustle did because she want the battle with Rock and she want a bag. You get what I'm saying? So she's not going to admit to that, the knowledge of knowing that and discussing anything with Mook in any type of way because she know that Rock going to immediately get on the defense And people gonna want to hear her side of the story of it, and Rock ain't gonna want to mess with her at all because he being exposed and she putting them out there. So she's not going to confess and admit to it until she get her battle with Rock. After she get her battle with Rock, then guess what? She gonna say everything. But until that happens, she ain't gonna say nothing. So she doing the same thing Miss Hustle did when Rum Nitty brought it up against her. That's the same thing she doing. Nothing different. So it is what it is, man. It speaks for itself. You know, I remember when that first hit like that, and I was covering the story on it, and I do remember Official being tied into that in some type of way of her actually getting the picture, something like that pertaining to it. But I know her name was entangled in it some type of way, you know what I'm saying, where she had knowledge of it and knew what was going on. If I'm mistaken, she did comment on it at the time when it was released and it was being spoken about, you know. But I'm just tripping off how people try to make it seem as though these are speculations when it's real video footage out here of a real transgender pointing him out, accusing him, propositioning him for sex, and knowing knowledgeably who he was, that he was a man, and getting caught up with two other guys. So just to try to continue to clean that thing up, to make it appear like it don't exist, it's not out here, it's not true. It's just so crazy to me. But it just shows you how you can just be that loved and respected like that, that it don't matter, man. It don't matter. When you reach those type of levels and points, it don't matter, man. It don't matter what you do, you know. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I believe Official knew. I believe she just lying because she doing the same thing Miss Hustle did, because she want the bag with Rock, man, and she not finna give up her head and get Rock back against the wall to the point that he don't want to battle her now because he feeling some type of way because of his name being brought up on the internet for allegedly propositioning transgender. So I think that she gonna keep on denying it till she at least get that bag. It is what it is. That's what I honestly, purposely believe, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all believe the same way. It's just the same thing Miss Hustle did over again. That's basically it. Nothing different at all. Nothing. So with that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's some questions yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Join the Patreon if you ain't a member of the Patreon. It is what it is. We up out of here, man.